Because you're my woman. You're doing OnlyFans. You're selling my product. What the fuck?
Your product.
Yes,
The
correct.
women, she's not
Next
your
question.
No.
Hello, welcome back. Jen and Petey here. He's green. I can make a big verb disappear. All right, let's get serious. Welcome back. You all keep asking me for more Andrew Tate analysis. So we're doing part 2 with Chian Reynolds and Andrew Tate on a date on grilling. And they're about to talk about OnlyFans. This is my fourth time. Fourth time doing this commentary for you all. So bear with me. I got your feedback. I appreciate that you've tuned in. I appreciate you being back. I'm going to try to give you a little more analysis and less opinion, but what can I say? We're here to be salty. So I'm going to be telling you what I think here. First, some points. Yes, a few points about the baseline for both Chian Reynolds here and Andrew Tate. We've watched it enough times here in full context that I've noticed a few things. First, I'm just going to be real with you. A lot of Andrew Tate's persona, self-admitted, is meant to be aggravating. So watching and listening to it gets aggravating, and here's the reason. If you look at the subtle features, he has a baseline facial. You're gonna laugh at me, but he's got an RBF. So he's definitely got a resting sneer and a baseline of contempt. And this gets super aggravating to people who don't feel that or don't really want to vibe that way. So that's just a factor. The way he stands, the way he looks down, he's got a very condescending style. You like it? Great. If you don't, great. I'm going to be telling you what I see. Cheyenne has she does a baseline move of widening her eyes a bit. She does it in surprise. She does it in flirtation and elicitation of an emotional response. Yeah, come here, Pete. And she also does it when she's angry. When you really see the whites of her eyes, that's hi, anger. Pupil dilation, which is a little harder to see in here, that can be an emotional excitation, or in this case, more anger. We're really not looking for deception in this video. There's not a whole lot of topics that they have a lot of motivation to be deceptive about, just sort of analyzing what their behavior says in addition to their words.
Okay. What would you do if I wanted to start an OnlyFans?
I don't think there's anything intrinsically wrong with women doing OnlyFans, as long as I had influence and control over it.
What do you mean? Doing a video photographer and get the angles, yeah?
No. I'm not doing any real work, but just like taking all the money. If my chick said, I want to do OnlyFans, I'm like, all right, then cool, go do it. How much you made? 10 grand. All right, give me 8. All right.
What woman is going to give you 8 grand?
Because you're my woman. You're doing OnlyFans. You're selling my product. What the fuck?
Your product.
Yes,
The
correct.
woman, she's not
Next
your
question.
possession. No. Product. Like, do you own me? No, sorry. Like, your ego is a bit too big. You don't own me. I'm not a product. I'm not an object. Okay, Mr. Tate?
Okay, bear with me on this. But my take on this one is that this topic is sort of already in that area of what's getting Andrew into hot water throughout the entire video, which you'll see more in part 1 of. He references police interviews, and I think, as I mentioned there, that's probably one of the only things that scares this guy. So I think he's in a bit of a bind here because, one, he's trying to get publicity, and this is part of his brand and part of what people like about him. And second, he doesn't want to say anything that could get him into an additional hot water, so he tries to shut it down very quickly. I think his idea is to try to get her to be the one who changes topics because he makes it so unpleasant. So he intentionally is abrasive on things he doesn't want to talk about to get his meme out there, have control of the message, and not give her a chance to ask questions and kind of talk over her. He wears the glasses because his vision is light sensitive because of the fights he used to be in the kickboxing ring. He's taken a lot of hits, literally. I'm not kidding. This is what he tells you. So he's light sensitive. He wears these shades. You can see his eyes somewhat through them. You can see his blink rate and some of the lighting. But what's most interesting here is that adjusting glasses can be a sign of awareness of image. So when your awareness is in how you're projecting your image, you'll kind of fidget with these things that are image related. So for a woman, this might be playing with their jewelry. And for a man like Andrew Tate, this might be adjusting his sunglasses. So if you watch in context here, you might see how when he's talking about something that specifically relates to how he's perceived or his identity, he adjusts his glasses.
I'm just
Are
answering
you
it.
actually? I don't know if you're being serious. or
I'm
not.
totally serious. How would I let my chick do OnlyFans and keep all the money? That's disrespectful.
What woman is ever going to give you that?
Then she better not do OnlyFans. Duh.
Oh my god.
That upset her, didn't it? It upset her to say that you're mine, and if you're mine and men want to pay for it, then the money is mine. But that's the basic dynamic of a relationship. You're mine. So if you want to sell what is mine, that's fine, but I need to get paid.
There's something about this body language with the chin jut, which is taking on a challenge. It's basically universal body language for bring it. He's telling us that he's riling her up on purpose and he enjoys it. And this is childish. There's nothing new to me about it. It's not specifically manly. It's just playground behavior of pulling a girl's hair as a way of flirting. I get that he's on here with an agenda and kind of leading her into certain topics, but it's not exactly sophisticated behavior as far as I'm concerned. Same baseline stance going on here for Andrew in the kind of half self hug where he holds the arm. And in this case, he's not doing any repetitive motion on it, but it's just part of his baseline. This is what he does. You can tell he's more confident or feeling more arrogant when his hand is straight and his thumb is up versus rubbing. So watch this too. This is called it's on top of just being a self hug gesture, that's an adapter when somebody engages in this repetitive sort of self rubbing or self touching. I don't know where your mind is.
What would you do if I couldn't cook?
That's fine. We eat out every day. No problem. I haven't had a home-cooked meal in years anyway.
No way.
No, I eat out nearly every day, 3 times a day.
Oh my god.
Always traveling, always moving. Even when I'm home, it's the same restaurants, so.
Do you ever want to just settle down? I feel like your life just seems like it's just really fast paced. Do you not want just a nice woman?
If she cooked for me, that'd be beautiful, but it's not a deal breaker.
Okay, I like that. What if I earned more money than you?
Impossible.
You never know.
No, impossible.
Really?
Literally impossible.
Is it impossible?
Literally impossible. Numbers don't go that high. Next question. It's impossible for her to earn more money than me simply because of her ethos towards life. Her ethos towards life is about moments and memories. My ethos towards life is about conquest. And those are very, very different things. I completely understand that she enjoys things which are not congruent with trying to conquer Earth. She wants time off, she wants holidays, she wants to enjoy time with friends, she wants to do a bunch of things that don't make money. I want to make money. It's impossible she could ever earn more than me because we have completely different life philosophies.
You'll see his thumbs go up and down as his confidence level and comfort level goes up and down. So watch the wrists as they make a cross and how they kind of move up and down in gestures when they get more relaxed and tighten down when he's a little more tense.
What would you do if I didn't like your lifestyle?
What aspect of my lifestyle?
Maybe it was too flashy for me, flying around too much. Maybe I just want you to just slow down. It's a bit too fast paced.
I understand. And I would respect the point of view.
So what are you doing?
I don't think I'd listen. My lifestyle got me to where I am, and I'm a sovereign individual who lives in the way he believes true. I would listen and I would understand it and I would do my best to accommodate, but I don't think I would change. If you were to say, look, you can't do this anymore, I'd say, oh, I'm going to do it anyway, sorry. You know, I'll try and make you feel better about it, but it's going to happen.
He's really pretty at ease when he says this. He's also annoyed. He's got his baseline long-suffering kind of deep sigh. Again, the gesture that we would see on a teenager or somebody in their young 20s who hasn't quite reached that level of full self-containment on their face, or someone who's just so arrogant that they don't feel the need to contain the expression on their face when they're annoyed. Again, if you're not sure what people find irritating about him, this is one of the things. So the alternative to the belief in the Matrix being after him is the idea that the guy's just unlikable to a lot of people. There's a certain percentage of people who will always flock to power, and there's a lot of power that comes and goes. And this is a kind of flagrant behavior that ultimately I think can't retain the kind of power it commands. We'll see, but this is my honest assessment.
What if your family didn't like me?
That's no big deal.
Not a big deal?
Nah. The only person I'm super close with is my brother.
Okay.
And my brother wouldn't dislike you unless he had a reason, like a genuine reason. And if he disliked you, I'd dislike you, so then the game over anyway. Not because he disliked you, but because we have the same standards of life. There's no way he could dislike you without me disliking you.
So there's literally like two of you that have these mad views.
My views are not mad. What have I said so far? What have I said so far? Women shouldn't be hoes. Man should have some authority because he should take care of his chick. Chicks shouldn't talk to a bunch of dudes.
Why are you shouting?
It's important for the mic.
No, it's not, because Joe what they
And
say,
that's it. That's all I've said. And you're saying I got crazy views.
But don't they say like the loudest person in the room is the weakest?
Oh, my weak now.
No, but I'm just saying, don't people say that?
Let's have an
like,
arm
if this
wrestle.
I'm not doing an arm wrestle.
Come on, I
I'm
want
not
to see
doing
it.
that.
Come on.
No.
You look strong.
Look, I'm a nice feminine lady
You
that
do
doesn't
arm
like
wrestles.
to do these activities, okay? What would you do if I wanted to invite other people into our sex life?
Well, obviously, I'm going to ask if it's boys or girls. But even then, even if it was girls, it'd be weird. I think it'd be a bit strange. If I had a girlfriend and she said, I really want you to f this chick, I'd be like, this is not the normal feminine mindset. You must not like me. And it would just seem odd to me. Something would be...
He's calm. He's well delivered here. I think this is honesty and actually something closer to his normal, natural baseline when he's not kind of performing for cameras or doing the sneer persona.
up.
I'm really surprised by that answer. I don't know why. I feel like you'd be the type of person that would want loads of threesomes and stuff and feel like, yes, this lifestyle, I'm the man.
Sex in and of itself is boring. Any man who sits and says that sex is great or sex is fun just clearly hasn't had enough sex, because sex is boring. Sex is a chore. Sex is like food. You don't really care unless you're really hungry, and then you eat, and then you don't care again. And it's it's one of those things you do every once in a while because it's an urge, but it's not a real big deal. Like every person needs food, and every person likes food.
Have you ever been in love?
Completely. But
It's something like having sex and making love. Different.
No. If you're in love, you might want sex more often. You might be hungry more often. My point is that if you're someone who goes through life and only talks about and cares about food, it's a bit weird. Same thing with sex. Sex is something that happens, and it happens between people who love each other, and it's a great thing, but it's not the be-all and end-all of life. It's really not that great. I don't think sex is the most stimulating and interesting thing in the world. Doesn't matter who the girl is, doesn't matter if you love her or not. I don't think it's the greatest, best thing in the world. Any dude who's out here is like, wow, 2 pairs of tits. Just hasn't fucked very much. Who gives a shit?
He does a micro expression of a sneer when he says, I don't think it's the greatest thing in the world. It could just be sort of his persona of starting to adopt that disapproval face, but his posture's too relaxed here otherwise. He sounds like he's being pretty honest, so I think he is showing some level of disgust or contempt toward the idea of it being the best thing in the world, or toward maybe people who feel like it's the best thing in the world. I'm not sure exactly what I'm seeing here. I'd be curious about what you all think in the comments.
Do you think you've overachieved so much already? This is why you're kind of like,
Jaded? No. I just think that men who are super interested in sex or sexual fantasies of these things are men who are semi-deprived.
So right here we see Andrew's Adam's apple raise a little bit. That usually indicates some level of disagreement. Can be stress. In this case, I think in context, it's disagreement. Because right afterwards he says no, and he says it pretty calmly. Again, I think this is Andrew's honest baseline, is this relaxed affect.
You have an abundance of food. If you have a fridge full of food all the time, you don't eat all the time. Sometimes you just don't want to. It's always there, right? Yeah. But if you're starving, as soon as food appears, you're all over it. It's the same with sex. Any dude who's like, wow, threesome, okay, I need it. It's a guy who's deprived. A guy who has as much as he wants all the time ain't going to be really that interested in it.
so you're comparing women to food. Okay.
Strictly speaking, I don't disagree here. I'm not offended by this analogy. From a biological imperative perspective, it's not a terrible analogy. Drives are drives.
Okay.
Correct.
What would you do if I was going on girls' holidays every other month?
I'd have to shut that down. I think it's disrespectful.
Do you go on a lot of holidays?
I can do whatever I want.
We're not actually going to go there with this bullshit,
What do you mean
like
bullshit?
double standard shit. This man has so many double standards, like it actually doesn't make sense. I think he honestly believes like his own rubbish.
It's not double standards.
Yes, it is.
There's different standards.
But I'm saying, but if you're out every month doing this, doing that,
Correct.
I'm going to do the same to keep
No,
myself entertained and occupied.
no.
Yes, what you think I'm going to wait at home for you?
Yes.
From the side view, You can catch a quick eye roll that Cheyenne does of pure frustration and just contempt, I think, in this situation. Uh, she's just had it. She's really irritated. It's kind of fun. Actually, I might have just been watching this too long because it's juvenile, but I'm starting to find it funny. It's what happens your fourth time.
And just wait there and look like an idiot, then
Yes.
probably see you
You don't
upload on
look like-
Instagram. Here's this lifestyle to look and
You
see you with
don't,
loads
you
of
don't
women
look like an
around
idiot.
you.
You look like a loyal woman, as you should. There's no way I would allow there's no way I would allow you to go on all these girls' holidays. That's very disrespectful. I'm a territorial man. That does not mean jealous or insecure. It means I care about you. Anything I care about, I want to protect and love. It doesn't matter how much you love me back. Doesn't matter if no man on earth could talk you into bed. It's not about that. It's about the disrespect.
But it's okay for you to disrespect me.
It's not disrespectful for me to go on holidays or go work with my boys. And
What
get
if my
work done.
holidays are work trips?
No, they're not. That's impossible. You're not running the world like I am. That's bullshit.
How do you know?
I know these things. Don't lie to me.
This is what I'm saying,
Please
though,
don't
but
lie
you
to me.
wouldn't.
Don't lie to me. It's absolutely disrespectful for a woman to be with a man and then want to run around with her girls and pretend she's still single. She shouldn't even want to. The fact she even asked to go in and of itself is disrespectful. I shouldn't have to tell her not to do that.
Listen, I will call all of my girls and go on a girls' holiday just to piss you off, mate. What if I went on holiday twice a year with the girls?
You wouldn't want to.
I definitely would.
No, you wouldn't. No, you're with me. You don't want to. We go on holidays together. We go places together. When I have to go places with just the boys, you stay home. You do not go on girls' holidays. It's disrespectful. I find it disrespectful. It's like a slap in the face.
How is it?
Because why would you want to do that if you're with a man you love? You wouldn't want to do that. I shouldn't even have to tell you not to do that.
So you're going to have me just at home looking stupid whilst you're doing that
How
lifestyle?
do you look
No, but I'm
stupid?
saying if you're just going to go up and do lifestyle...
You're obsessed with people thinking you look stupid.
I'm obsessed with the double
people,
standard,
No,
actually.
people will look at you and go, wow, she is a loyal wife.
But that's
who
for you and your
obeys-
ego. But this
who
is for your... It's not about obeying.
Yeah.
She does talk a lot about how she looks or her image or being worried about looking stupid. Makes me think that it matters to her a lot for some reason. She's on a social media platform. I don't know her, haven't watched her before, but this is something that's like a concern, I think, in the foreground for her.
Wife.
But that's
who
for you and your
obeys-
ego. But this
who
is for your... It's not about obeying.
Yeah, it is. She loves her man. She doesn't need to go on none of these girls' holidays to Ibiza, run around being a hoe. She's over
How
all
am I
that
being
shit.
a hoe? It could just be like women just go on holiday to have fun.
And
They
men
can
will
have
try and
children.
sleep with you.
So doesn't mean the women are.
Correct.
This is what I'm saying. You need to
Agreed.
stick with this
No,
narrative. You have-
agreed.
No, but you
Agreed.
have a warped reality.
It's not
of
warped
women.
reality
Yes,
because
you
we
do.
agree.
Yes, you do. Okay.
We agree.
Okay.
No, you're not moving on to the next
Yes,
question.
we are moving
No,
on.
we agree.
Okay. This-
We agree.
This is what Andrew Tate thinks it looks like when a woman agrees with him. I'd hate to see what he thinks it looks like when they disagree.
You're right. They're going to try, and you're not going to let them. I agree. If I walk out to the car park, it doesn't matter how good the locks are on my car. If someone's trying to break into my car, am I going to let them keep trying? No. No. It's disrespectful. It's mine, and no one comes near it because it's mine. No one's going to try and steal it. For me to I'll put it in a place where people are going to try and steal it is nothing less than irresponsible. My female is taken care of and has a fantastic life. She does not need to go on holidays to fucking Mykonos and be a hoe on some random
Hardly,
table.
but that's-
Some random table because her friend met some dude on fucking Tinder. No.
but
Stay
we don't see
home.
people on
Stay
Tinder.
home.
If somebody likes this, great. Me, it's my idea of fucking hell. I'm like nauseated just watching this affect. Maybe that's just me.
It's not, but this is like, I feel like you're enabling to this whole like controlling and manipulating.
It's not controlling.
Yes, it is.
To say
Yeah, but the way you just said it, yeah, with that kind of like,
tenacity.
yeah, like for me, it's just, yeah.
It's not controlling to say to your woman,
okay,
if
but
you
the
want a
way you
holiday,
said it
we'll
was-
go. Yeah, the way I said it angered you
Yeah.
because everything I say is deliberately designed to anger you.
I've commented on this before that part of Tate's strategy, hi Pete, part of Tate's strategy is to purposefully knock his opponent off his feet and kind of take away his bearings. He was a fighter, that's his fighting style. So a lot of what you see him do is to purposefully irritate somebody so that they lose their poise. Also, though, that he can get attention because he's learned early on in his career that gets him attention. People do what has made them thus far successful. If it's worked for them, they're going to keep doing it. People who are gimmicky, if the gimmicks succeed, they're going to keep doing those gimmicks because it's been successful. And if the shortcut has worked in the past, they're going to keep taking that shortcut until it stops working. He even actually said this earlier on when she asked him, what would you do if I don't like your lifestyle? He said, this lifestyle got me to where I am. It's working for me. I'm not open to change. And I feel like a person like Andrew Tate, that's going to be the answer until it no longer works for them and they're forced into change.
It's, you have this power and control issue, and I feel like it's just mad.
It's
like,
not power
going
and
on
control.
holiday with your, like, girls going on holiday with their friends is not an unreasonable thing. It's a normal thing. Women should be able to do it.
In
but
some
then-
relationships.
Okay.
But in my
Okay,
relationship.
just not in this one.
Yeah,
Okay,
correct.
cool. What would you do if we just met and we've had a one-night stand and I've got pregnant?
The baby's innocent, right? I'd look after the child. It depends on a lot of scenarios afterwards. I'd make sure the child's financially taken care of. If you were prepared to be a loyal woman, I'd make sure you were taken care of. If you're going to start sleeping with other dudes, whatever, then it's your problem. Baby's your problem, it's all your problem. But if you're going to be loyal to me still, then I'd take care of you. But if you're going to start saying, oh, no, I got a new man now, cool, he can pay the bills, then it's not my problem.
No, when you have a child, that's your responsibility.
No, but if you want to start sleeping with other dudes, then it's his problem. It's an accident, right? So you shouldn't be punished in life, and the child's absolutely and utterly innocent. I would take care of you completely. And I'd take care of the child completely. And I'd always want to see the child. But if you were to say now, after, let's say, a year or 2 years, whatever, I have a new man now, blah, 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 I'm like, all right, cool. Kids with me twice, 2 days a week, whatever it is. I'll make sure the kid's looked after. But I'm not financing you in another man's lifestyle. I'm not just sending money to your bank at random and just making sure that you and this dude, whoever he is, are going on holiday and whatever. I'll take care of the child while he or she is with me. And I'll always see the child. But if you have a new man, you have a new man. You ain't my problem anymore. You got to pay your own rent.
No, but
It
I
ain't
feel
my
like
problem.
you still need to cover some sort of responsibility there. It's not, I'm not
Some
asking
sort.
you to pay my whole rent, I'm just saying.
Okay, some sort, yeah, but some sort is a
No,
reasonable
what
balance.
you're saying, I agree with what you're
But
saying.
they're gonna come along and say, "Oh, you're rich, give me 10 G's a month," and you're
Okay.
fucking some next dude. Well, the answer is
Okay,
no.
but with that scenario, how do you know women aren't going to try and trap you?
I'm not a fool.
You're not a fool.
No.
So the term fading facts, I can't remember exactly who I got this from. I want to say Scott Rouse, one of the folks on the behavioral panel. Just amazing at their field of interpreting and analyzing body language, identified something called fading facts, meaning when somebody sort of trails off what they're saying, or how Andrew literally does here, whatever. This is something you no longer feel super confident in or super passionate about. These facts are sort of and it's highly associated with dishonesty, or at least indicative of something that the person wants to gloss over because they find it distasteful and don't want to talk about it, or because they have something to hide. So for one reason or another, this is something that Tate doesn't want to expand upon. He doesn't really want to talk about the whatever of this idea. Maybe this woman would decide, oh, I really don't want to be with you, even though I have your child. Maybe it's something that's happened, maybe not. I don't know, but there's something there that if I were interviewing him, I would pick at this. And I would try to find out what's going on behind the whatever.
Good question. All right.
Yeah, I do. You don't? Do you like
not.
receiving it?
Absolutely.
Not another one.
Don't, my dear. Listen.
Oh, here he
It's
goes.
been a long evening, and it's been very enjoyable. Let's not start talking about how men and women are different again. You know, you're yes, I'm no. It's fine. We're opposites. Okay, it's how it should be. Women are supposed to do certain things that men can't do. Women are very talented, beautiful creatures. You can give life. We can't do that. It's fine. You can give head. We can't do that. This is not for the G's. I don't know who's out here doing this, but it ain't me. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of men out there who will do it.
Do you not want to please your woman, though?
There's plenty of ways to please a woman without doing that.
That's a big factor. That's a good one, sexually.
Maybe for you, I think that it's possible to please a woman without it.
Yeah, it can be.
Okay, so I don't think it's something that is conducive to a healthy relationship. It's not something I'm very interested in, personally.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm crazy.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I go crazy. Yes. No. You wouldn't.
No.
Why?
Why the f would I?
You might have maintained like a good relationship.
What? What is this? These lies in my...
How's it a lie? It could be like a good woman.
Let's talk about masculine and feminine friendship. I understand why you'd be friends with an ex. Because you can gain things, right? You're friends with that man. He might, I don't know, occasionally buy you some dinner, or he might pick you up, or he might help you with
Because he's my
something.
friend.
Yeah, it's because he's your friend. Correct.
You know,
You
no
just-
things, just a friend.
Yeah, that's right. He's just a friend. He'll do some things for you. As a woman, what things will you do for him?
I'm here. I'm a really good friend, actually.
Chat shit on fucking WhatsApp. Anything else?
No, I saw them, checking on them. Like the things that I feel like men need, like we do as women.
Men will do real things for you. A female friend won't do shit for you besides try and get attention out of you. That's it. It's a waste of time to have female friends as a man. Complete waste of time. They don't give you anything.
I've had a couple of guys point out to me, Cheyenne is doing a lot of playing with her hair. They've done some she plays with her earrings, she touches her face. I think she's flirting. I think she wants him. I don't think that's what I'm seeing. Yes, she is touching her ears and hair and doing a lot of face touching and hand touching and jewelry play. However, women also sometimes do this when they don't like somebody, when they're uncomfortable. This is another self soothing gesture. It's also similar to Andrew Tate's touching of his glasses. When she grabs her earrings, there's sort of a connection to her image. Right? It's enhancement to her image. It's going back and putting that object as a barrier between her true self and his unpleasantness that she's perceiving. So what I think we're seeing is a self-soothing kind of toleration adapter when she does this kind of touching of her earrings and playing with her hair. She's also leaning back on manners when she really is irritated because she's well socialized, socially skilled, and she understands how to strike in a catty way. What do you see? That classic reference of catty women is somebody pretending to be dapper and licking their paw and then taking out their claws and striking. And that's what she does a couple of times. She looks down, looks at him, sort of blinks, gives him the big, wide, innocent eyes, grabs her earring, and then gives him a little insult. This is female style aggression. Interestingly, though, it absolutely mirrors flirtation. And there actually is a lot of sort of push and pull and hostility and irritation and antagonism sometimes in sexuality. But again, that's more of a juvenile feature here. It's not exactly highbrow.
Being friends with an ex, I completely understand why she would do it. The man's going to get horny. The man's going to want to message her now and again. The man's going to want to bang her now and again. The man might do favors for her, X, Y, Z, but she ain't going to do nothing for him. So any man who is friends with a woman is giving his attention without retrieving and receiving what he wants from a female, which is sex. So it's a mistake. It's a mistake to make. If you give something away for free, it has no value. My attention has value. I don't give my attention to people who don't give me what I want in return. It's a waste of time. What's she going to give me? Advice? You think I need advice from some ex? I don't need your advice. She's going to do nothing but sit there and go, hey, babe, and send me the odd selfie trying to get attention again. I see her as a liability. I see her as something for me to pay money for someone to pick up, someone to defend if we randomly get an attack on the street, someone to give a shit about without any exchange. And what does she give me?
Exchange, advice.
Advice? The fucking, what dude is getting advice from chicks?
What
dude is getting advice from girls? Any man who sits there and goes, my life ain't going right, let me text some chick, is a dumbass. He's a dumbass.
How is he dumbass?
Because you should go to your boys, your team.
No, because boys do this weird toxic alpha.
It ain't toxic alpha. It really isn't, my dear.
It really is. It
no.
really is. Okay.
If a man has a serious issue in his life, he can't go to a woman. If a man goes to a woman with his issue, it's not a serious issue. I feel sad, my ex left me, some dumb shit.
No, but
right?
women can give a
They're trying to kill me, I need a gun now. You don't text some chick in your phone. You text your boys, because it's only your men who can help you. I'm in Ukraine, the Russians have invaded, I need a way out. Who's got a car? Oh, Cheyenne's coming. Peugeot 206. Get fucked.
Let's test this theory. This is Tina Gildine, Andrew Tate's American lawyer, and this is the woman that he called when the shit hit the fan.
Don't lie to me. Though the women can't help you, women cannot help you.
That's an extreme situation.
But life's extreme. As a man on the edge, life is extreme, my dear. Life is extreme. Yes, life is extreme.
That was no.
That was yes, don't lie to me. All right, okay.
You be the own judge for yourself about whether or not this arrogance is attractive to you. But to me, this kind of arrogance is no longer attractive. This is hubris that leads to downfall.
It's not about just advice. My point is that when a man and a woman are friends, I think the woman extracts a lot from the friendship and she gains a lot of things. And I don't think the man gains things to an equal value.
But can I just explain? There's actually a lot of women that don't want anything from men.
Why are you his friend then?
Because sometimes there's men that possess amazing qualities, and you just want to make them greater. That's what women do. We add value to anything we do, but maybe just the women that you're surrounded by probably give you that warped perception, because maybe they're just shit women. But the women that I know are good women that add value to everyone's life.
Women add value completely. I agree. My point is that if you're a man whose life is in order, and many men don't have a life in order, right? If you're a man and your life's not in order, then maybe you can get advice from a chick, right? Because there's guys like this. There's the guys who need their girlfriend or their chick to tell them to stop playing video games, or they need their chick to say, maybe you should go to the gym, like a jackass, right? They need mothers. But if you're a G and your life's in order, right?
You're a G.
Yeah. If you are a G and your life is in order, I'm not saying I am. If your life's in order, everything's going well, you're making your money, you're in good shape, you've got a good network, everything's on track, you did it all before you met some chick, it's all on track. The train is on the track, it's heading towards success. You don't need female advice, right? Most of the time when a man and a woman are friends, the female is extracting attention from the friendship, which I don't blame her for, but females love attention. Why wouldn't they, right? They're extracting attention from the friendship. They might get picked up, they might get rides, they might get bought dinner. And on top of that, the man still has certain masculine responsibilities, right? If someone comes up and snatches her purse, he has to run after the dude, risk his life now, risk getting stabbed for some chick who doesn't suck dick.
And she's supposed to give up her autonomy, which he holds so dear to himself, for some guy who doesn't even give it back. So I'm not impressed, and I don't consider this chivalrous or respectful or gallant or attractive. Did I mention?
Blah, blah. Whereas what does the man get from the woman? Advice? Is that it? A woman can't give the man anything outside of a romantic relationship. Inside of a romantic relationship, she can give him love, she can give him care, she can give him protect his spirit, she can add peace to his life.
Yeah. That's what we can add.
As a romantic partner.
Women can just do that as a friend.
No, they can't.
Okay.
That is a lie.
Okay.
You lied to me. A woman who is not romantic with the man cannot add genuine peace to that man's life.
Yes, they
Fucking
can.
lie.
Yes,
lie,
they can.
Lying. Who are you lying to?
Okay, but this is what I'm saying. But you just think women are only good for just if they're there sexually.
It's not about being there sexually.
Yeah, but it is because they've just you've just
a woman's job is to spiritually protect her man.
But you can do it with a friend. You can also do that. Listen, I pray for all of my friends. Your perception of women is messed up because maybe it's just the certain women that you know.
Stop trying to pretend I know bad women.
No, but I'm saying, that's clearly what it is. That's clearly what it is.
No, it's not.
Because there's plenty of other good women, and this is why for me it's exhausting explaining this to you because there's so many good women.
I can't obtain anything I'm interested in from a friendship with a female.
Okay.
It's no hard feelings to girls. I don't have any female friends, not one.
So it's just more because men would want to fuck their friends.
Men do want to fuck their friends. Yeah. That's a separate...
Okay, so that's what...
No.
Okay, that's what it is really then.
No, that's a separate argument. That's a completely separate argument that we can go into if you want. No. Every single man wants to fuck his female friend because if all these girls go, he's just my friend. Yeah, put on 20 stone, see if he wants to talk to you. Fuck no. Oh yeah, protect his spirit when you're fat. Oh, you can't do it anymore. You lost your spiritual powers, now you're ugly. Isn't that funny? Ooh, how'd that work out? It's bullshit, man. The man's trying to get laid, and the chick's enjoying attention. And I'm telling you that as a man, you obtain nothing from a female friendship. You obtain nothing but responsibility without authority. You're going to sit there and say, I'm her friend, I'm going to take care of her, I'm going to hang out with her, I'm going to take her to the cinema and buy her a ticket, and she's going to go home and fuck some other dude. Stupid. I'm not saying I won't be polite to be, hi, nice to meet you, good to see you, bye. I'm never going to be like, hey, let's go for dinner, we're just friends.
Why? But friend dates is a thing. This is
brain.
No, but this is what I'm saying to you because it needs to be normalized. Because if you don't have any female friends, you're just basing all your philosophies on just women that you don't even talk to.
Men who pretend to be friends with girls are just trying to get laid because there's nothing else to do with a friendship with a girl but trying to get laid. It's just some beta male bullshit trying to pretend they're getting laid.
Okay.
If they were a G, they'd just try, she'd say no, and then move on with their life.
No, they wouldn't.
Yes, they would.
Okay, I've got a long list of good male friends, so we'll just agree to disagree on this.
Put on 10 stone and text them. Good luck.
There's really not much to discuss here. They're just irritated, arguing. It's pretty straightforward. Look at that foot motion. Look at Andrew Tate's leg wiggle and jiggle. They're both just trying to contain nervous energy. They're both super annoyed. They both feel probably pretty close to how I do after watching them do this 4 times.
Andrew, what's the war room?
The War Room is an organization I run for individuals who are trying to escape the Matrix.
So can women join it?
Women love the Matrix.
So what's your Matrix?
No, the Matrix.
Explain it. I don't understand.
Have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
So we're living inside of a simulation, right? We're all slaves on some level. And I have an organization which helps people achieve the independence from the systems which are designed to constrain us.
I have no idea, but I suspect that either on break she went and Googled him, or one of her producers told her to ask him these questions, hand her a card, or when he came on the show, one of his requests was for her to ask him about this, or there was some kind of intake process so that this ended up on the list. But I don't think she knew what the answer was going to be from the beginning, but she kind of went with it from her understanding, as she says later, analyzing the interview. And this is sort of what we get from her. And I think it's amusement. I think she's a little bit amused, like, well, yeah, okay. But Pete, what the? He's not amused. He is.
So I can join it.
No, women love control. Women love control and women love systemization.
But so do you.
I love control? Yeah. What aspects of my life do I enjoy having controlled?
Well, the way I've been analysing this date.
Okay, analyze it, yeah, go on.
No, it's just
I'm interested.
No, I'm just saying it's a very power dynamic control thing.
I like having sovereignty. I like having control of my own life. I don't like anyone having control over me. And that's what the Matrix does. Whereas females, I don't think, have that same mindset towards the world. I don't think women wake up and realize that they live inside of a large penal colony and need to find a way to escape. I don't think they do that.
Yeah, we do.
Do you?
Yeah.
What enslaves humanity?
There's a lot of people that are very conscious to life and situations and stuff. So I feel like it's very small-minded for you to just think that women can't join your matrix.
Well, it's not small-minded because it's mine. So firstly, I'm allowed to do whatever I want.
Okay.
I'm going to have to stand firm on my original assessment. Juvenile.
And secondly, I think that my organization runs best without female participants. And it's not saying that the female in and of herself will be a bad person or an unworthy participant. I just think the organization is better if it's purely male. For the same reason you don't have women on the front line. Like when it's all men, you focus on the task. When there's a chick around, there's some showing off, there's some trying to impress the chick. It just dilutes the efficiency.
But I feel like you would attract entitled women.
Maybe to a degree, but I also think that like everything in life, there's balance. I would completely understand a woman who said, I won't date broke men. But a woman who were to sit here and say, I want X money, I'd already get fucked. So it's a balance, right? I understand why a woman wouldn't want to date a man with no money, but I also would never allow a girl to treat me like a sugar daddy.
What is your type, physically?
There's all types of beautiful women. Beautiful.
Okay, your type.
Beautiful's beautiful.
Okay,
Beautiful's beautiful. Blonde is beautiful. Brunette is beautiful. There's hot brunettes. There's hot blondes. I don't have a type. To say that I only like one particular type of woman is small-minded. I don't think any man thinks that way anyway. Maybe we have a preference, but I don't believe in a particular type.
Is this what you have to say when you have a blonde girlfriend and a brunette girlfriend?
Do you believe your own bullshit?
I don't think anything I've said to you so far is bullshit. Maybe the shoe thing. That's about it. The rest of it's completely true.
Some of your views are very extreme, a bit misogynistic.
Are they?
And there's a little bit of an ego.
So if you had a boyfriend, would you have male friends?
I would, but it's just, you've just got to know how to have boundaries with friends. I'm not going to be calling that friend past 8 o'clock.
If your man said, I'm uncomfortable you having male friends and you love me and we're together forever and we're about to have a child or about to get married, whatever, stop talking to them all, would you stop?
No. I believe in compromise, but not that, because now it's a control issue. End of the day, as long as I make you feel like you're my man, you're my king and everything else like that, that's not on me if you're insecure that I have male friends.
Do you think
that's a you problem.
Do you think that's insecurity?
That's a you problem. Yes, it is. It's a you problem.
I don't think that's insecurity.
Okay. It's not insecure then.
Territorial maybe, but not insecurity.
Andrew, how do you think you've done on the date?
I think that I've pissed you off at least 4 times. At least.
Yeah.
And I think that I could have said everything in a far nicer way. In terms of purely attracting you, I don't think I've done that well. But it's been an interesting conversation. And I think that us both having an interesting conversation, and you've made me think a few times. I hope I've said things that made you think a few times. And I think that's more important than just purely the attraction. So I've enjoyed myself.
Yeah, me too.
Good.
That was hard work.
We actually agree on everything. I was trying my best to say things in a way that she couldn't allow herself to agree with them, but we actually agree on everything. I think she's smart enough to want a man who's in charge of his life, and by extension would be in charge of the relationship, and by extension would be in charge of her. But if you say it in that way, it upsets her.
I don't even know, mine's a bit, like he was just draining, exhausting. Like men like that actually think like that and actually believe what they're saying, like it's mentally exhausting.
There was a point when I wanted to say sniper out now on all digital platforms. I didn't say that yet. I wanted to bring that one out and I didn't. But besides that, we did good. That's the only answer I missed.
No, I would not see Andrew again. Do I look like I'm going to see him again?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a busy man. I'm a busy man.
Actually, no, I will. Do you know what? I will see him again because I'm going to prove my point that men need women as friends. How about that?
I said some things she agrees with and some things that deep down she knows are true, but I said them in a way which were deliberately abrasive and offended her, so I think she's going to give me a 6.5 or a 7.
Right, so this guy, he's egotistical. He has a delusional mindset on women, and he thinks he's a bit too nice. However, I feel like he did have a good conversation. He is a man that knows what he wants. He obviously gets what he wants, so you can't knock it. And he looked nice, so I'm going to give him a 6.
Thanks for watching my analysis. I look forward to hearing yours in the comments below. Keep it salty.
See, I put time into this, all day and night into this. That's why it's sounding like this, cause I got what it takes to pull, got what it takes to pull, got what it takes to pull, got what it takes to pull.